Welcome to Gamebros. This is Kuku.
This is Riddle.
This is your boy Skills.
And this is Prodigy.
Coming to you live from our Gamebros studios here in beautiful Miami, Florida.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
And of course, we got an action-packed show. We had Star Wars Celebration over there in Chicago. If I would have known it was in Chicago, if I would have done my homework, I would actually went there because I actually have family that I could have stayed and saved some money and went to all these beautiful panels that they have. We're all big Star Wars fans here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
-1.
Yeah, I was looking right at you when I said that,
It's
Riddle.
not that I'm not a fan. I just haven't seen any of the movies. That's two different
Before
things.
we continue, how did that happen? What bubble were you in the 70s, 80s,
2000s,
90s, 2000s? What happened? How did you miss all that?
I don't know. It's funny because my best friend too in high school, Star Wars fanatic, and she kept like trying to get me into Star Wars. But she also tried to get me into Lord of the Rings, which I did.
Okay,
Oh.
so you got into that one.
Yeah, I got into Lord of the Rings.
You picked the wrong one.
Yeah.
We're starting with that. You picked the wrong one. But what made you not want to? You felt the movies were too long? Just the theme of it? You're not into sci-fi? You were more into fantasy?
I think I don't like watching old movies. And I know like the first one looks like really old, like that fuzziness.
Gotcha.
I can't. Yeah, I think that's why.
The remastered isn't that bad, though. The remastered versions of the movies.
So they remastered them.
Yeah,
they
they
made them all
remastered
HD
them.
and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, but so you never seen them. So you're gonna be the test subject here today, because
Okay.
all of us were kind of biased. We'll lean towards the Star Wars thing. So you'll kind of keep us in check. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is Jedi Fallen Order. So spoilers. Whoever doesn't know about the Jedi story, there's a part where they execute Order 66. You know what Order 66 is, Mr. Ill Skills?
Not really.
Prodigy, Order 66?
Of course.
What's Order 66?
Order 66 is when our boy Emperor Palpatine does the order to kill all the Jedi.
Order 66. So he sends out everybody to go kill all the Jedi. So he wants to exterminate these guys. So in the Order, the Fallen Order, you play one of the people that survived that Order 66. And his name is Cal. I thought it was kind of cool because my son is called Kal-El, and Superman's nickname, they call him Cal sometimes. So the curious thing, if you see the actor, I don't know if you guys seen Gotham. Have you ever seen the TV show Gotham? Anybody?
A little bit of it.
Okay.
Is he from that show?
Yeah, he is. So the actor that plays the Jedi Cal in the video game is actually the Joker.
Oh, I knew he looked a little familiar. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Feel that.
So he's the one that's gonna play the Jedi. The cool thing is that he's gonna have his lightsaber. The lightsaber will be customizable. You're gonna be able to change it, and it's gonna evolve with the story. Kind of when he said that, I thought of Kratos' axe.
Blades.
When the blades too, but the axe actually changed. He kept taking it to the guy, and he would fix it and make it look different, add stones to it. So that's how I think this lightsaber is gonna be. So the cool thing is that he survives, so he's trying to not get caught. And there's these what are they called, Prodigy? The ones that are hunting them.
It's because they have special ops units.
Yeah, that's one right there. The one
Yeah.
that's in that video right now.
That's a special clone unit.
Yeah.
That they have.
I forgot the name. So they're coming after them. They're trying to kill him, of course. So this is going to be a third-person game. The cool thing is that Ill Skills, as soon as he walked on stage, the first thing he said, no microtransactions, no multiplayer. Did that excite you at all?
Actually, yes, it did. I think that the single-player games are pretty much a dying breed. So just to have that, whenever something goes off, and your internet, it's always pretty crappy every now and then. You always have it dropping. So it's something nice to, you can rely on it when you get home. Nobody's online. You're by yourself. Let me play some Star Wars. You can still have fun with it.
What about you, Prodigy? What do you think of that whole, everybody hates EA, multiplayer,
Well, the good thing is that this is
thing?
being developed by Respawn, which is one of like the underlings, I guess, that EA has owned, which is the same people that made Apex, as you guys know, and Titanfall. And I think they're going to do, hopefully, a great job. I did like Titanfall 2 story. I don't know if any of you guys did get the chance to play it. I thought it was a pretty interesting story. So honestly, I'm happy that they're making a Star Wars single player game.
Yeah, you know that whole thing was to calm down all the little nerds out there that are on internet. They're always complaining and they're like, oh, EA sucks because they're always milking and they're doing this and that. And that was just basically like, relax, everybody, calm down. Yes, EA is putting all the money. They're the ones that paid for the license, but relax. Respawn's taking care of it. So throughout the whole panel, he was like, relax, we're taking care of this. And I also like the fact that they're like, all of us are big Star Wars fans. Mm-hmm. So we don't want to mess this up too. We know that we have a big responsibility, that we're here to make the story become a better Star Wars than what's been happening lately with Star Wars.
And I think we definitely all know how, like Skills and I were talking about before the show, we can all relate this to, man, The Force Unleashed. That whole single player of a different Jedi or different person that can use the Force. I think it's going to be something interesting.
Yeah, but you know what? More or less looking into it, since you're kind of hunting it down, I think this is going to be more of a stealthy type game than The Force Unleashed. Because The Force Unleashed was just,
it was different. Going all out.
So one of the things they said, that the first thing they were working on as far as gameplay, they didn't want it to become a button mashing game. Like everything they said, I guess I'm a big God of War fan, so I'm going to keep comparing it to that. They wanted the combat to be more methodical. They wanted more countering, more when you get into a battle, they want you to think about it and not just start smashing buttons and things happening. So they're gonna make you do different things to change the game around. So when you're fighting, you're doing more thinking than just smashing. So Riddle, I know you're not a big Star Wars fan. We established that already. Would you like to play a third-person action game? Because that's what they're going to make. They're making a third-person action game with a good story.
I know, when you said that, usually the multiplayer is what gets me to buy the game so I can play with my friends. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not emotionally involved into Star Wars. That's why I can't see myself buying this game, and especially that there's not a multiplayer. There's no pros in me playing with my friends. So I would really have to have time to kill to get this game. Yeah. My opinion.
No, that's fine. That's what we wanted. We wanted your opinion because you're from like the outside looking into the whole Star Wars universe. Yeah. So.
And I think that's how people who don't watch Star Wars, I think that's how they're gonna think too.
Yeah. What if you see more gameplay later on that will, kind of like make you start leaning towards getting? What kind of things would you have to see in the game to make you look past the Star Wars name and say, oh man, that battle right there, the way the swords and I like the way they have something called the Force. So some people call it magic powers basically. So they have those abilities. Would you seeing that on film would make you want to buy the game?
There's a lot of sci-fi in the game, and I think that's also what's throwing me away from the game as well. Yeah, it's just not.
So you're more fantasy, more elves.
If it was a VR game, that's something different. That's something that it feels like I'm there, that I would get into. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, I'm glad you said that. So before we move on to the VR game, so it is a Respawn game and it's coming out in November 15. So that's something that they announced right off the bat. They didn't play any games with it. They just gave out the release date right off the bat. They didn't do what Borderlands did. They had their show, and then like 2 days later, they said the release date. They just came straight out, put their flag in the sand, and said, guess what? On November 15, everybody move out of the way because we got a Star Wars game. Were you guys happy about them announcing a release date?
Actually, I'm with that because as a Borderlands fan, man, they play with my emotions. And as a Star Wars fan too, for them just to say like that, now I have something that I know I can look forward to, for that date, and I know I can save in case, anything happens. But, that's a good thing. They don't play with people's emotions.
Yeah, because it only took them 2 days to do it. They could have done it right there in the same show. They already knew the date. So I'm glad Star Wars actually did that.
And I definitely think that, I'm guessing this is what's going to replace their Battlefront 3 in a sense. Because I don't know if you knew, for the past like 3 years they were doing the Battlefront 1, then Battlefield, then Battlefront 2, and then Battlefield 5.
Yeah, they kept
So they were
alternating back
evolving.
and forth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that they're gonna make this one come
So
out during that
hopefully in E3 they'll announce Bad Company 3.
time. Oh,
So now they're
that would
buying
be
themselves
amazing.
some time.
we all wish.
Oh man.
That's what we all want.
Look at Julie's face.
She
She wants
doesn't
Bad
know what's
Company.
She
going on.
doesn't even
She
know what
doesn't
it
know
is.
what's going on.
She's like, what? What
Next
is that?
topic.
Oh, now that you mentioned next topic and you mentioned VR, they also dropped a trailer for Vaders Immortal, which is a VR game that's coming for Oculus Quest and Rift S, and it's a virtual reality Star Wars game. It's basically the Star Wars game we always wanted, but we never got.
For the longest time.
It's about time then. It's about time.
See, now we're talking.
So why are we
The
talking?
VR
Tell me.
So this is something that I can throw myself into the game. I'm actually there. Like, this is something that I would play, even though I know nothing about Star Wars.
But you know what a sword is. You know what it does. You know what lasers are.
A lightsaber, not a sword.
Yeah, I mean,
I know it's a big
I know
difference,
little
but she
bit.
won't know what a lightsaber is.
I
She'll be like,
know, I know that there's lightsabers in
Okay.
Star
Okay,
Wars.
okay.
You know, it's cool that I get to use that, and I know. I don't want to say magic. You guys have the
Force.
force.
The
Force.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be incorporated into the game. That's something I can do too. Like, that's something I can get involved in, and that's something I would buy this game.
Yeah, because like we were talking about in the pre-show, these are things that even your brain can pick up. Like, okay, I know if I have a lightsaber, I swing and I can kill things. I could block the laser shots that are shooting at me, and then you could use the force with the other hand, which is what we wanted from day one. I don't know why it took so long to do this, Prodigy.
I know, right? And definitely, I think this is a VR game or something that is made for VR. And I don't understand why nobody jumped on it since the beginning.
What's cool about this is I think this is a game that non-Star Wars fans would get, and then this will
Become a
this,
gateway.
Yeah, this game is like a gateway to
Yeah.
like Star Wars, like, you know, and they can get more fans.
I'm hoping that you play this VR game, which I'm hoping comes out when the Quest comes out, and it's episodic. So you'll have episode 1, 2, 3, 4, and it'll keep doing. And you'll like that world so much from playing the VR, like you said, that when the Fallen Order comes out, you say, hey, I want to play this game now because I more or less know what's happening now.
Or if she watches the movie beforehand.
Oh,
watches
yeah,
all the
that
movies
works.
before.
No, but I think
We're
she's
asking
gonna
for
get,
too much. We got to...
Yeah, there's so
but
many
she's right though.
movies.
I think that the VR would involve more people to get into it than the movies, because when you gotta tell people you gotta sit through hours and hours and hours, you know, movies.
Isn't that what you do with TV shows?
But it's different because you do it like once a week unless they all came out. You know, it's
Yeah.
a little bit different. You know.
Yeah.
And you're living it. You're in the VR world. You're in the
Yeah.
VR space. So it's kind of different when it comes to that. But now PlayStation's coming out with 3D rubber pedal. What is this, Prodigy? What did you send me?
What do you mean? What did I send you?
Yeah, well, explain this to me. What's going on here? You sent me this thing about. It looks like a ankle rehab thing. What's going on?
I thought it was an
Well,
exercise
here
machine.
you see it's like a disc. So basically, what this is like a thing that lets you move around in the game. Basically, perfect description is like what Skill said before the show. This is an analog stick for
your
VR that you use with your feet.
Like your feet.
Yeah.
Wow, gamers are gonna have like really swole ankles now.
Or really strong calves. I don't know.
Shorty, what's up? Check out my ankles. I've been working out.
And his wrist, dog. His wrist.
It's like, damn, dude, how'd you get those ankles so swole?
I'm playing my PSVR rudder.
That
I
rudder,
got
son. That
3D
rudder.
son.
Oh, man.
So what do you guys think? Are you guys gonna go out and get this 3D rudder so you guys can get your, like Riddle says, your ankles swole?
Nope. I don't like the idea personally. First of all, VR games I think should be played standing up, unless you're piloting something or you're like you have to be sitting down.
Like when you're in a cockpit or something of a
Yeah.
plane
Yeah.
and stuff like
Like
that.
there's times where I think there's certain VR games that should not be, like people I've seen play shooters sitting down. To me, that's stupid.
That takes away the whole VR
Yes,
experience.
it does.
To tell the truth, when I first
So-
saw it, I thought it looked like a UFit thing. I'm like, what is this? You know, like I don't know. I mean, the whole sitting down thing, and it's like Prodigy says, VR is more of a interactive, you know, thing where you don't want to be sit down. You want to be standing up and, you know, swinging around and stuff. I think this is gonna limit
VR
the
for
movement more
lazy
than
people.
anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it's gonna be.
What sucks is that those. Have you guys seen the treadmill ones or the one that's like a
Those-
circle?
That's what I thought this
and
was
it's
when I
got the
read it.
feet, but you have to put these special socks so it could slide.
Oh no, I haven't seen
Yeah, so those are they're just very expensive, of course.
Yeah, it's like a whole
But hopefully, eventually, those will get cheaper, and then we can start using those, because that's the what I would like, to be able to run with a gun and like playing Rainbow and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So eventually, we'll get to that Ready Player One part of our lives where we're playing with this stuff. But even sitting down, to me, just like moving your ankles like that, I just will think that breaks. Like moving your ankles forward, and now all of a sudden you're running. Like in your brain, like to me, it wouldn't function properly.
I kind of see it a little uncomfortable too. I don't know. I guess they have to come out with different sizes and stuff with them, because I mean, I got thunder thighs, so I mean, I can't have my feet next to each other so close. I kind of see like it might be something a little uncomfortable too.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I can do it is because I'm bow-legged, so my legs just go like this naturally. So kind of helps.
Tone
me.
Star thinks you'll look like an idiot while you're using this.
Tone Star, the porn star. You're right.
No.
Oh, that's a different Tone Star.
Wrong one.
So I don't know if have you guys ever played a game called Killzone before?
Of course. Come on.
Riddle,
Look at Julie.
Riddle-
She's looking.
Oh,
I'm
boy,
Riddle.
here we go
Riddle-
again.
Riddle's looking around.
Oh Lord! Did
Hey,
you ever
the
play
door's that way.
Horizon Zero Dawn?
No, but I've seen my friend play it.
Okay,
That's
so
a
the
really great
makers of Horizon,
Mhm.
before they made this third-person open-world game, used to make a game called Killzone, which when Killzone 1 came out, I remember the magazine saying, Killzone, the Halo killer. So that was going to be PlayStation's answer to Halo. Supposedly Killzone was going to beat Halo, which never did. But I loved Killzone.
No,
I was a big Killzone fan. I know Skills would sit up there, shine his little scope, and just start sniping people.
So turn invisible. You don't want to see it coming.
So apparently the rumors are that Guerrilla, the makers of Horizon, are working on a first-person shooter again. So that brings up the question, will you guys be excited for a new Killzone, or do you guys want another first-person shooter in a different world?
I think they gotta do Killzone's story again, or do another story for it.
Okay.
Because I think Shadowfall killed it.
Okay.
I did not like the story that much. It wasn't as intriguing as the previous titles, in my opinion. But I will be excited, honestly, because I just love the world of Killzone. I love the Hellgast. I love their whole army and stuff like that. I've always liked Killzone and the universe.
I know a lot of people in the chat or that are watching are probably too young. I know Prodigy, I don't think you were even born when Killzone 1 came out.
No.
So Ill Skills,
PS2.
did you play Killzone 1?
Yeah, it came out with the PS2, right? It came
Yeah.
out together.
Do you remember the story?
I don't remember the story, but I do remember playing it. At your house specifically.
So the cool thing about the story in Killzone 1 is that you played different operators, basically. And each one had different skills, and they had different weapons. So they are the ones that started that whole, thing that I could remember. That in one mission you were certain, like a soldier, and another one you were like a spy, and another one you were different. So they all played differently. So I thought that was cool. Maybe they could do something like that. Or would you guys want them to go to another world? I know Riddle doesn't really care. She just wants a first-person shooter, right?
Exactly.
I mean, I just see the whole competition of first-person shooters like very, very big right now. Everybody's doing first-person shooters, but I think if they come out as a Killzone, I think it's gonna wave a lot of people towards that way, because I know the Killzone community is pretty loyal, man.
Yeah, there is a nice community that they do have.
Yeah. So that's one thing. And then the other thing PlayStation announced, I don't know if any of us took any advantage of it, is that they finally let you change your name. So you could change your name the first time for free, but every time after that, it's $10. First of all, $10, is that a lot of money to change your name?
I mean,
Yeah. Yes. I mean, Microsoft does the same thing. So.
But you know why it's $10? Because if not, people would change their name every week, like Prodigy changes his name
No,
every
I
week.
don't. No,
yeah, he does.
I change my real name like every 3 months.
That seems
3
like
months.
every
He
week.
has a little reminder on his phone. It's 3 months, change name.
I actually changed my name.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah?
you took advantage of
I
it.
was gonna do it the day of, And I told Prodigy, like, should I do it? And I think he told me that.
I told her no because actually there's a lot of problems going on
Yeah.
with the ID changes.
Okay.
Where it like unlinks DLCs or unlinks the content. Only in certain games though. I know big games are like.
So it was buggy.
Yeah, it was really buggy. Really buggy. I
So-
know GTA 5 people were getting stripped of all their money and their whole account and everything.
Oh wow, somebody's gonna die.
Yeah, so I didn't do it, but I did it yesterday. Yesterday or the day before.
Okay, so what was your name originally, and then what's your new name?
My original name was Riddled Rex, all lowercase, 7582. Now it's Riddled Rex, capital R's.
What the hell just happened?
And the friend requests start flying in now.
Oh, that's it. Oh, it's flooding.
It makes a difference for me.
Okay, that's what all that matters. It's all
You
know,
about you.
Before, my R's were lowercase, so everyone would literally. I've gotten these before.
Drex, Riddle Drex.
Riddle Drex, or Riddle D Rex.
Or Ritter X.
So I think this will help.
That'll help
Now
people
it's
know
just
what
Riddle.
to call you.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Ill Skills, your name is perfect, right? You didn't want to touch.
Yeah, Sir Ill Skills, that's never going to change. Even on the PC, that I use it. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's a name that stuck.
Literally, you would have to
don't
change
need
the tattoo on your back, right?
Yeah, bro, I don't want to do that. It's pretty painful to get it.
Just kidding. No tattoos. What about you, Prodigy? You didn't want to change your name,
No,
right?
I'm not gonna change my name.
Not
Definitely.
yet.
No. My PSN ID is gonna stay like that forever. I use that for everything. My email is that, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He just changes his real name for his real friends. So when their real friends get a name, they're like, who the hell's this guy? Because it changes like every other week. But okay. That's
I think
cool.
it was smart. Like all together, I think it was smart of them to do it because I think a lot of people that have been gaming for so long actually, when you're a little kid, you don't think of the names that you have now. Some people may have like the stupidest thing in the world, and then they'll be like, "Oh, why did I put that?" And a lot of people get to call you by that actually when you get to meet people in real life. Like one of my best friends, Luma. Yeah. He calls me by my namer tag. That's where we met. But like the last thing you wanted to, I don't want to say any names because I know there's a lot of bad things out there. But
I got an example. I got my friend that was in college when he got his email made. And his email address, and it's funny because when they ask him for his email at work, it's like, "Oh, can I get your worker email?" He's like, "It's Giga Davo," and I go, "Why'd you come up?" Well, because the Giga Man back in the day. I'm like, but now as a businessman, like, you want to be considered like a gigolo or Giga Davo? So he's like, "Dude, if I could change it, trust me, I would." So same thing like that. A lot of people when they were in college and they were playing games and they're just like, 69, whatever, and they just come up with some stupid name. And now that their dads and their daughters are around, they're like, "Dad, what's 69? No, don't worry about it." So now they could actually change their name.
69.
Shockingly, I've already seen a couple of PSN names that are worse now than before.
Well, PlayStation, if you put dirty names or whatever, they replace the name without telling you, and they say like, "Okay, this is your name now." You should have thought about it before making a inappropriate name. So guess what? Your name is this now. And if you want to change it, it's $10 now. So before you change your name, please make sure. And when you change your name, be ready to go to this desert island and be a part of this crazy $1 million man's dream of doing a battle royale at an island. Who's signing up for this?
This guy right here.
So we got two people that are gonna represent the Gamebros crew. We're gonna send Ill Skills and Riddle Rex to this remote island where they're gonna be able to shoot each other. So what do you guys think of this, Prodigy?
I think it's a great idea. Honestly, depends how old you have to be to sign up. Honestly, I'll be down to sign up too. Not gonna lie.
Dude, if they get cameras and film this is like a gold mine. So basically what they're gonna do is it's airsoft. They're going to have airsoft weapons. You're going to have a special body armor that the armor is going to get hit by, and it will accumulate points and stuff. You're going to rest during the night. Everybody thinks like it's like you're going to parachute in. No, it's none of that. But it's going to be well organized. And to me, it's a brilliant idea. I don't know why it took so long.
Yeah.
You know, you have Survivor, you have all these other TV shows.
Yeah.
This like lends perfectly for that whole thing. The problem would be like setting up cameras in different locations. How would you shrink the circle though? That's the only thing that I think of. Like in Battle Royale, you have to shrink the map to force everybody. Because I can see Prodigy, Ill Skills, you know, landing by the beach,
yeah.
making a hole in the sand and just chilling there, just sniping
All day.
people
All day.
just from the sand, just like poof, 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 just sniping people. But there's got to be something that forces him out of the beach and into the land.
On an actual island, yeah, that problem would arise. But if it was an artificial island, I can see them closing the water in more and more.
Damn.
That's not a bad idea.
This millionaire needs to be a billionaire.
Yeah.
I actually think that they might have like antennas or something set up around the thing and have sensors. So as time
And have
progresses,
like a smartwatch that says,
have
"Hey,
a
you gotta start
smartwatch
moving
tells you,
in."
you gotta start moving in. You're 20 meters from safe zone. You know, like I think maybe that's one way they can.
How do you penalize them? You know how when you're in the smoke, you could still, or the fire, whatever battle royale crap there is, but you could still fight, but you're taking damage. How would you do that?
You got a health bar.
On your suit or whatever?
Like you said, your suit's gonna have points or tracking.
So it's like
you have
lasers, like that little laser gun, the laser tag, was it? Like
Yeah.
Back in the day?
Yeah. You know, there's these body suits that they have for games that vibrate when you get hit, and it uses vibrations. So the body armor that you have, with my idea, you know, could vibrate while you're out of the zone.
Yeah.
And then it'll also have, you know, those things that when you get injured, they pulse your muscles.
Okay.
So they can. So I would have those sensors on your arm, so it does that, so you can't shoot as accurate because you're outside. Then once you get in, it'll shut off, and then you could shoot straight again. That way, it makes the people that are outside the circle.
Or even do that when you're like, well, I don't know about running. Actually, no, that's a bad idea.
No, but that's what's gonna force people from the circle to go in because of the vibration of
Not
the
only that,
vest,
but
or
I
maybe
mean-
even a sound on them. Oh, I can hear somebody from this, so I can aim that way and kill them. And then when they're trying to shoot you, you have the advantage because you're in the circle. They're not. Their muscles are twitching, so they're not as accurate.
Yeah.
So if millionaire, if you want any ideas, hit us up.
There's a
We got
lot
you.
of stuff. Yeah. And on that whole island, the artificial island reminded me of Hunger Games, the second one, that like splits down and they start moving and rotating.
My sister said that they can give them shock collars if they get out of the zone.
Okay.
Wow.
I wonder what kind of conversations happen at the Riddle household.
Yeah, right.
Because, you know, she just all of a sudden gets a text about,
talking about
just
polls,
put freaking collars on these guys and just make their heads explode when they're outside the circle.
YOLO, right? I guess.
Man.
So you guys would be down for this? You guys would actually go?
I would actually really, really enjoy it, to tell the truth.
As soon as I opened that link and you guys sent it, I would have signed up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool. Would you do it for free, or there has to be some monetary?
I would do it for free.
I would do it
unless
for
I
the
gotta pay.
experience.
Wait.
I would do
Yeah,
it for
I'll
the
do it for the
experience.
experience.
Okay.
You know?
I would do it for bragging rights.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, if they want to make it real cool, do an overnight one
$1,000 a kill.
and like an actual Survivor one. I think that would be
It is
amazing.
overnight.
No, but not like resting. Like I'm saying, like you have to camp out overnight.
Well, you camp
Yeah.
there. You're camping there. In this thing that they're building, you go to the island. You fight during the day. You
Yeah,
camp at
but-
night, and
but
Yeah,
there's
no, but
action at night.
I'm saying at night. Like
so you want to go slit people's necks while they're
Yeah,
sleeping.
if I want to go Metal
Gear Solid
Gear
style.
on people, just get in there, Snake Eater. You know.
That's cool. That'll be awesome if you could do all that. That'd be great. I don't know if you know this, but this already kind of exists. Prodigy and I last December we went to like this all-out war in airsoft.
I missed out, man.
Yeah, it was an airsoft
so
war.
if maybe this year you guys could come with us. We infiltrated a prison and we, to hold it down some different buildings. We, helicopters were flying, taking people out. So hopefully this year you guys will come with us. We can film it. We could show some footage. It'll be awesome. So this is cool. So once I get the link, I'll send it to both of you so you guys can represent us and go out there and just shoot some people and bring home the chicken dinner.
Yeah, the chicken. Exactly what I was gonna say.
So while you're in the plane, before you jump out, you might be kind of bored. So something that you could do is play a little bit of Dr. Mario, because Dr. Mario, Mario Kart are coming to mobile. Is that what was happening? Are you excited for this?
Ah, man.
Another Mario game?
No, Mario fan base is huge. Nintendo loves Mario. That's their moneymaker along with Pokemon. I see why they're going to go that way. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, 90% of people nowadays, they have their phones on their hands. Everybody's looking down. You know, you're in the bus, you're bored. Let me body some people with, with red shells. You know?
Yeah.
So I see where they're going with it.
But you were saying before that you felt that this was going to kind of like dilute the product.
Yeah, because
This is too easy.
I think they're making it too open. I mean, I think Nintendo in general, they have to milk the Pokemon and what is
that's all
Mario
they got, right?
too much.
That's all they got, right? So they got to keep it close to them.
Yeah, because I mean now you're letting everybody have it pretty much, and at the end of the day, why would I want to get a Switch if I can already play Mario Kart on my phone with my friends?
Exactly.
You know,
I agree.
To tell the truth, there's very few games I will get the Switch for. Mario Kart being one of them. So you're already giving them on my phone. Like, all right, so what am I getting with it? You know.
What if you have the whole Riddle Rex VR thing where they play it on the mobile? It's something very small, some like maybe 1 or 2 laps on a map, and you're like, damn, this is kind of cool. Maybe I should buy a Switch so then I can play this on my Switch or on the TV. So you're kind of introducing them to a world that they don't know yet.
Do I see them going that route?
I'm just playing devil's advocate here, guys. Come on, please.
I don't
Throw me a
think-
bone.
I don't think they're gonna go that route. To be honest,
It could happen because not a lot of people got to experience what Mario Kart is.
Dr. Mario. Do you know what Dr. Mario
No.
is?
It's like Tetris.
Exactly.
See,
Something like that.
I'm excited that they're bringing it to mobile. I'm not a big fan of Mario Kart. Like, I have so many games to play. I wouldn't play this at home or on
Mario,
Switch or
you're gonna
anything,
beat the best time.
or buy a Switch for
This is
it.
too easy.
But like he said, I'm always on my phone. If I'm at the doctor's office, like I would play this game on board. I have no games
10
on my
seconds,
phone.
Mario.
None. There's no game out there that I like to play on my phone. I wasn't a fan of Candy Crush, but because this is like such a well-known game, I would definitely download my phone. I would play it. So I'm excited for it.
So sitting at some doctor's office waiting for your turn, you would love to play
Yes.
some little Mario Kart, race around a track, accumulate some points, that whole thing,
It
right?
would be the only game on my phone, so I'm excited about it.
I just, you know what, this is worrying me, or not worrying me, but we can maybe start talking about, is Nintendo falling from where they are?
No, they're selling millions and millions of Switches. This is the greatest console
yeah, you're
ever.
right. Every time we have this conversation, it always ends up being the same thing.
Look, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. Look, I love Nintendo. I love Mario. I love Pokemon. You know, Zelda. That's it. That is it.
That is
well,
all,
you know
yeah.
what? They have Metroid too. If you played Metro is pretty cool too.
Metroid's awesome, but they haven't come out with a Metroid in a long time.
Yeah, I just feel like I don't know. Nintendo, you gotta step it up, son. You know, and I tried.
Apparently they
something out.
don't. Well, apparently they don't, because everybody loves the Switch. Everybody loves these new amazing Marios and Pokemon games coming out. Because
No,
apparently-
the Pokemon thing, it's getting ridiculous, dude. You know, I don't want a Pokemon that looks like an ice cream that evolves to another ice cream. Like, no, you know, it's not working. You know, and them going mobile, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I wouldn't do it.
I definitely don't think that Nintendo's going downhill. I have friends who don't even own a console. I've never seen a console in my life, but they're going downhill.
You want to know something? Maybe them going mobile is
The entry drug, man. I'm telling
No,
you.
maybe it's a sign that they're actually going downhill. Why are you trying to extend to the areas that you know? They know they have to move. That's the thing.
they're gonna trying to hit another market, I guess now.
Not hit another market, but I mean they gotta try to make their money somehow, you know. And the way that Pokemon Go blew up, you know.
You think they want to hit that again? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe
think-
for the first
Well,
year.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Mario Run has been on mobile forever. Have you guys ever played Mario
I did
Run?
play Mario
I
Run.
played it and I milked the free version, that one stage. That's it. You know, it
Yeah,
wasn't
me
enough-
too. Me
It
too.
wasn't enough for me to keep
Yeah,
buying.
I
was-
wasn't gonna buy
The
it.
other
So
thing
you're
was,
like,
it
oh,
was a
this is
ridiculous
nice, I'm
price.
good.
It was a ridiculous price to buy. What was it, like $9.99?
Yeah, for a phone game. Usually phone games are $1.
How long
Yeah.
ago was this? Like,
Oh, like 2 years ago.
2 years ago. If anything, if they get lucky, maybe they drop it to $8.99.
And if it's a Mario game, it probably went up in price.
Yeah.
So
Vintage now.
So yeah, Nintendo has been at this. They also have the farm one, or what's the animal one? Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
They also have Animal Crossing on mobile too. So
I
so
did
they're
not know that.
expanding, and they're trying to get into the mobile space because everybody has a mobile phone.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. How many PlayStations are in your homes? Two. One. And how many cell phones are in your home?
Per person.
Exactly. So then you go. Prodigy has 2 PlayStations. So probably like 8 people in his house have phones. One in yours. How many people have cell phones? 4 maybe. You 2
and
5 phones. So there you go. You have more install base.
More platforms.
So exactly, more platforms. So like this is the little fat kid that's here's a piece of chocolate, but my chocolate store is right down the street. So they introduces him. He's like, this chocolate is good. Where can I get more? Here you go, the Nintendo Switch. Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's a way that they can bring, like I said, more people to their system. Or
It's
The-
just like the
drag more
Pokemon
people
Go
in.
thing. Like that
Yeah.
blew up like no other. You had little old people walking down the street and they're like, this Pikachu thing, I need to get more of these little yellow things.
Mm-hmm.
And
That
they're
was
just-
their first step, to be honest, in mobile, because they revolutionized what they did.
No, they did. And,
No one
and it
else
was
did
crazy.
that. That was crazy.
But and then you come into the Nintendo Wii lightning in the bottle thing, where they had this lightning in this bottle and they sold 1 million Wiis, and they're like, okay, we got the Wii U now. And then they expected it to sell like the Wii,
And it didn't.
and it didn't. So it's the same thing. They had this Pokemon Go that went crazy bananas, and then they came out with Mario Run, which half of us in this room didn't even know about it. So you have that same thing.
Nah, I don't know. Like I said, I love them. I don't want them to do it, but I mean, they're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, there's honestly, I don't think nothing's gonna change them already. Especially when you already said they've come out with different little games already on mobile. I
Oh
think
no!
they
They
keep
remember
going.
they had this company called DNA,
Mm.
and they bought that
Oh, I
company.
remember.
Yeah.
So this is your job. Your job is to get Nintendo properties onto mobiles. That's all you're doing. Help us get all our stuff there. So that's what they're doing. And so this summer, you get ready to play some Dr. Mario and
I'm so excited.
some Mario
Yeah.
Kart on your mobile device.
I talk a lot of crap, but I know I'm gonna download Mario Kart. You know.
I think we all are.
Dude,
Yeah.
I don't know, when I'm in the bathroom taking a deuce, I'm gonna be popping on pills and Mario and Dr. Mario. Riddle, don't look at me like that. You know
Yeah.
you do the same thing while you're in there.
No.
But she doesn't
No,
have.
it's-
She doesn't have phone.
I never do
She
that.
doesn't have phone games.
She's on Instagram instead.
Yeah, I
she's
have
on
it.
Instagram.
Alright.
So yeah, so next thing on the docket is games are great. They're gonna come out soon, and we know all about all these things that we've been talking about. But what is coming out this week, Riddle? Please let us know. Caught you off guard, huh? 'Cause no,
Okay, so games coming out this week.
I caught you off guard because Hitman usually does this, right?
Yeah.
Not the substitute teacher. Not today.
No, we can't.
I'm about to do better than him.
Oh,
Shots fired, Baba.
Shots fired. Damn, I'm just blowing up
It was
everybody.
shots. Shots have to be loud.
Yeah, but dude, everybody's gonna be in their car like, "Ah," and they're listening to the podcast.
That's what happens. That's what happens.
All right.
So what's out this
Continue.
week?
Okay, so games coming out this week. We have God's Trigger coming out for PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
So what is this game? God's Trigger.
Looks like a nice top-down view twin stick shooter that you're gonna play with co-op, I guess. Looks pretty cool, honestly. I like the art style. So shading art style.
Yeah, when I saw it, I thought it was different. It actually called my attention because of the art style.
Yeah.
I like how much blood there is. No, I'm kidding. But it reminds me of every time I see a top-down shooting
Hotline
game.
Miami.
Yeah, with a lot of blood, it reminds me of Hotline Miami.
So how much would you pay for a game like this? 10, 15 bucks, 20, 30?
Depending on how long it is, I think 15 in my opinion.
I would say 15, 20 the most.
All right, cool.
The top down actually threw me away at first, but as I continued watching the gameplay,
And that is cool.
Have
I
you
like
have
the
you
gore.
played games like this before?
no, I haven't.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Enter the
why.
Gungeon. Gotta get on that. Enter the Gungeon's a good game. It's a roguelike, top-down stick shooter. We'll play later. What's the next one?
Okay, next one we have Ghost Giant. For people like Prodigy who like these
What?
soft emotional.
Hey, whoa,
Wow.
whoa, whoa.
Shots fired again. Shots fired
Whoa,
again.
Riddle,
Call you
whoa.
sensitive.
Riddle, we're gonna have to talk about this.
Why are you blushing for, Prodigy? What
I'm
the
not
heck
blushing.
happened
You can't
here?
even see anything.
That's why this is for
But
the
yeah,
audio
this
listeners.
is a PSVR game
Mhm.
that basically you're a big ghost. You're a big gigantic ghost in this little land of like little furry animals, and you control things. I guess it's like a little story game.
Have you guys ever played a game like this before?
Yes,
Have you?
Oh, shocker!
I haven't.
I have.
Shocker, the emotional.
no. Being
What I
a giant.
meant- yeah.
Yeah, a VR game where you look from the outside world. That's
Yeah,
another. Big
it's cool because I guess it kind of pulls on your little kid strings where you kind of see this as like movable toys and you can
Mhm.
actually see like basically you feel like all the toys you had as a child that actually move and you're watching all these things move around you. So it looks awesome because you like the game is called, you feel like this giant amongst all these little toys, and to see everything happen, I think is very cool. I don't know why Project gets so emotional about it though.
I really don't. But a game that did this very well and I liked is Moss. As
Yes.
a lot of people know, Moss is a big one. And I think this one might be pretty interesting.
Yep. And Ghost Giant comes out April 16th. And I don't know if I said God's Trigger, but God's Trigger comes out April 18th.
Okay, so that one comes out on a Thursday. That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
All right,
Okay, the next game we have is World War Z coming out this week.
another emotional, impactful game, right?
I think a lot of us would be jumping on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I've been keeping track
Let's
of when this game is coming out.
I'm gonna try this again. How many of you guys have ever played a game called Left 4 Dead?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this to me felt like Left 4 Dead. So basically, it's 4-player co-op, and you're going through all these different cities, and you're working together to fight these hordes off.
Mhm.
So I love.
But,
Left 4 Dead.
But wasn't Left 4 Dead split screen or no? Was it?
You could. I remember. I think you can play split screen, but if not, you could play with 4 players.
Oh, you could? Oh, okay. Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
online.
The
So-
good thing is that this is gonna be also have some PvP in it, so we can fight other people.
Yep. And this is coming out for PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
April 16th.
April 16th. We better all get this game because I've been waiting.
All I'm saying, my birthday's on the 17th, so
All right,
I see
Captain.
18th and 16th. You know, just saying.
All right.
Oh, we're all playing on the 16th though, so that's awkward.
You're gonna have to get it for your birthday again. We'll have one day on you. Don't worry. We'll let you know how it
It's
is.
my old friend.
And like she said, she wasn't just talking to us. She was talking to all of you too. You guys better go get it. If not, Riddle's gonna come after you
Yes.
in the middle of the night, just like shh.
I'm gonna make a World War Z channel on our Discord, and I'm gonna be commenting there.
Another
The
one.
Very
people on our
awesome.
Discord are so
Another
tired
one?
of so many text channels. It's the funniest thing.
So if you want to play this game and you want to find a squad, just go on our channel, that specific channel. Okay.
Yeah. Make sure you specifically use the channels that are listed. If it's for Rainbow, list Rainbow. Don't put anything else, or she will send you a PowerPoint on the rules. You don't want it.
Been there. What else is coming out?
Okay, last but not least, we have Dreams for the PS4 coming out April 16th.
Small little
Early
game.
access.
Early access.
Early
Small little
access.
indie game.
So there's only a limited amount of
Like copies
yeah,
basically
copies
given out.
available.
And you have to sign up to get it.
Come on, you're telling me it gets to a certain point they're not gonna sell anymore?
Well, yeah, what do you mean? I mean, this is just early access.
yeah.
This is for early people.
That's
Yeah.
just to get it early, but it's not like, well, we have 1 million of these that we're gonna sell. They're gonna sell as many as they can.
Well, whoever signed up and registered and has the availability to do so, then yeah.
No.
No, this is just for them
It's
to
a limited amount, right?
Yeah, this is just...
I don't think so.
It is. This is just for... They want to see how people use it to see and get feedback from them so that they can make it better. That's what this is.
Yeah, exactly. But what it is that they're giving you access to it early because it's basically a beta and hasn't been completed yet. Kind of how they did a game that you played, Ark. Ark came out early access. You were able to play the game early and kind of help them work out the bugs, work out the kinks. And then eventually it's like, okay, it's good enough that we're going to sell it. But they sold to whoever wanted to buy it. They never said, hey, we only got 1 million of these. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. But you do have to sign up, though, either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the good thing is that if you do buy...
So if you didn't sign up, when you go on the PlayStation Network, you're not going to be able to see an early access thing and click on it and buy it?
Mm-mm.
Nah, you fell asleep, son.
That's not what they said, no. You have to sign up. The good thing is that if you do get it and you pay the $30 for the early access version...
how will you get this game? They're going to email it to you?
They're going to give you access to it on your PSN. When you email it, I think they're going to send you something. Kind of like how they did with the beta.
They'll probably email you a code for it.
Mm-hmm.
And download it into your PSN.
Yeah. Okay, so like I was going to say was if you pay the $30 for this early access version, you're going to get the full game when it comes out.
Yeah.
Completely.
That's how all early access work. You buy into it like a kind of like a...
Almost like a Kickstarter or something.
A Kickstarter, exactly. Maybe it's just me and the business side of me, the businessman. I would never deny somebody access to a server because it's not like a physical CD that, here, Riddle, here's the CD for this game. You're actually going to some server, clicking on it and downloading the software.
But I think they want to control it because I think it really is a tester. Like, they really, really, really want feedback on it. That's why you have to sign up. They know how many people are going to get it. And then maybe signing up, they send you an email, you have to take a survey.
Okay.
And they're doing like percentage off of that. I think that's the only
explanation.
explanation.
See, we had DJ Fuego, the master disaster for this game. He's saying that Riddle was right, so basically I was right too.
Can you read what he's saying?
I think testing...
says limited amount.
They're testing if people would like this game.
I think people are testing so they would, if they like the game. And it's weird.
You can purchase it without an email.
Okay, exactly.
Okay.
So thanks DJ Fuego for letting us know what the heck's happening with this game. But this game is special because of why? Because it's a game and a game engine. Mm-hmm. So with the game, you also get this game engine. And DJ Fuego, the reason there's a Gamebros, the bro part, the brother part, is my brother DJ Fuego. So he's starting this campaign to make a game. So we're actually working together with a group of friends. We're all meeting on Thursday nights, and we're gonna create a game in Dreams. And we don't have a release date yet. We'll have a reveal party, not like Borderlands because we want ours to be good. And and we'll reveal the date. And it's gonna be an episodic series. Project's gonna be doing the artwork.
And
I'm gonna be doing the voiceover.
And we're gonna be
my beautiful voice.
documenting our work, and we're gonna be posting it here on the channel.
Yeah, so you'll get some documentaries. We'll make a playlist for the Dreams game, and then we'll post like basically a small little documentary style videos on there so you guys can see the progress. And we're looking for people to help us. We're looking for people that know how to do music, voiceover. Riddle, you can help us being a voice actor for different women. Hitman. My bad.
I'm walking out now. You guys have a good day.
Whoa. So Ill Skills, you could also help us with the same thing with voice acting. I don't know how good you are at drawing, but if you're good at art, you could help us out with that. So it'll be good. Super excited for that. Anything else, guys?
That is everything.
Wow.
For this week.
Man.
So quiet.
Really? Out of everything, you put that.
Yeah, you gotta bring it strong. Gotta bring it home good.
Yeah.
So, you guys, I'm super excited for all the stuff that came out. Oh wait, what am I talking about? Why am I ending the show already?
This is like okay.
Yeah,
that's why. Yeah, you're over here. Yeah.
Prodigy, like, what are you doing? You're
all right,
supposed
so
to be the
we're gonna move on
seducer.
You're not seducing, man.
The reviews from the games of this week.
Not just the game.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We're gonna love these reviews.
Here we go, because I'm gonna shred this.
Okay.
I had to get a prop.
Okay. Let's. So guys, we're gonna enter to the review for Nintendo Lavo VR. Are you guys ready?
All I'm gonna say is wah wah.
Why?
First
Why?
of all,
Come on.
As soon as I walked in and I saw it, I really thought they had Big Macs over here. I got happy, and no. Then I saw him holding this thing to his face, and I was like, "Yo, what is this?" Then he told me what it was. Nintendo, good try. That's all I can say, to tell the truth.
Come on, look at the innovative design. What are you telling me? Come on.
Don't try playing this in the
Hey,
rain.
I got one question. Hey, Google,
Don't play it in the rain.
I don't think you can play any VR in the rain.
dry your hands before you put it on.
Yeah,
I have just one thing. Google, can you put that to your face and then clap? Yeah, no. How does that stay on? Like, how does that stay on?
And dude, like, okay, first of all, so the kit that we got is the $80 kit. It comes with this VR cardboard box
Happy Meal
thing.
box.
And then it comes with the other attachments, the gun,
The gun,
all the things you see here on the screen right now. So that's the $80 one. There's a $40 starter kit that brings the cardboard box, and it brings the gun, and that's what you get for $40. So I'm like, let's do the $80 one. So let's start off with some things. Number one, what did you guys think of the way it looks? So we're gonna go around the room real quick with these questions. So we're gonna start from youngest to oldest. So we'll go Prodigy, Riddle, Ill Skills, then me. So Prodigy, I'm gonna ask the questions, you guys just answer. So how does it look, Prodigy?
Straight up looks like Google Cardboard, man. It looks exactly the same.
Okay.
And for price point, we'll get into that later, but I think it just looks really, you can say rinky dinky, I guess.
Okay.
So it didn't catch my eye, to be honest with you.
Okay. Riddle?
It looks like a science experiment that elementary kids put together for the science fair.
Okay.
Okay.
You said it, McDonald's.
Yeah, it looks like a Big Mac box. I got happy when I saw it. But I mean, the other thing, like, just looking at it, just because it's cardboard, how long do you really think this is gonna last? If this is meant for little kids, how long do you really think this is gonna last?
Your kids cannot be my kids. They have to be some very well-educated kids that'll sit down and not jump up and down, run or jump or do anything.
The only way I see it is if your kid doesn't play this at all. That's the only way. That's it.
Okay, so real quick, I don't know if you guys took a look at it. If you guys see inside, you can see that there's this little foam.
Yeah.
Those are little tapes there was like little foam tape that you put, and that's what's supposed to protect your Switch from scratching or anything inside of there.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's fine.
so dude, like really, like this is what you're gonna give me for safety for my Switch? These little foam things, and you really, from rubbing it in and out,
You can probably see it there.
Yeah,
there,
the
right there.
little gray stuff.
So you really think that's gonna keep my Switch from scratching and stuff? That's what you had for me. So like, I get they want to keep the price low, but like I don't know if we
Cardboard.
said it here.
Cardboard.
They really want this to be what VR is, and then they want to know why VR fails. This is what people think that VR is, this thing, and aesthetically it looks like crap. The colors are dull. Nothing catches your attention really. To me, it like Illskill says, it looks like a Big Mac box.
You basically paid $80 for instructions on how to fold a cardboard box.
An origami
Yeah.
VR headset instructions. Okay,
And
so-
this is just right now. We're all talking about is just what
The outside.
you use.
You know what? I don't even want to get into.
We haven't even
Okay.
gotten into the games yet.
So let's get into that now. So we were able to try it out. We were able to play so number one, when you buy a VR headset like Oculus or HTC Vive or the PlayStation, you buy, yes, the headset, but then you could implement games to it. Like, oh, I want to get this game or that game or this or that.
Yeah, you can download
This,
it.
you get the games and that's all you got. You got whatever comes in the little cartridge and that's it. You're done. So it's not like you're going to say, I want to play that football game or I want to play the Darth Vader one.
Yeah, and you get them.
As of right now, you're only playing what comes on that little cartridge. So, that being said, the games that you guys tried out, starting again from Prodigy, work our way, what did you think of the games? One, the games, how they looked, sounded, and played.
Okay, so starting of how most of the games looked, I did not like the way these games looked. They looked really like they look really pixelated. I did not like the way when you would look around. I don't know if for you, whoever, for all of us that played it, when you would look around, you can tell how the screen would like tear apart, and it'll have like this ripping motion. It was not smooth. Like the Switch cannot keep up with that. And the games were so boring. They were like mini games that I wouldn't. They're like free downloadable mobile games almost, a free Google Cardboard game. Honestly.
You didn't like the basketball game?
Really?
Okay. Don't answer.
Man.
Don't answer. We'll
Leave that one to me.
Riddle?
So it was a little fuzzy, which I can deal with because the games are so short. It's not something like...
Games are short?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even a game.
It's
There's
like
no objective.
Yeah, there's no objective. It's like a way to kill time.
Eating crap.
But, I mean, it's not that fuzzy to where it bothers my eyes.
Okay.
The accuracy in the games really ticked me off. I'm better at basketball in real life than on this VR.
What do you... okay. What do you mean the basketball game? Can you explain to them?
So I'm holding...
Because they think that, I'm holding, I'm grabbing the ball, I'm doing the wrist motions.
No.
So I'm holding the VR to my face, and then I have a little controller on my right hand, and I'm basically just... You click the button.
And it brings the ball to you.
Yeah, it brings it like a yellow line, grabs the ball, brings it to you, and you just let it go.
You aim it and let it go. That's it.
Not really.
And you
let it go. I'm not really making.
That's why she didn't make any baskets.
I'm not actually trying
So you're not doing the motion of like a jump shot. So you're basically, I want the ball to go that way, and then you let go and the ball goes.
You're literally flicking your wrist.
Yeah, and
That's
then
not even flicking.
Not
You don't
even.
even have to flick your wrist. You grab and let go.
Just drag
aim
it.
it.
Just slide it. Just slide it.
You can't slide it. There's no tracking of any motion with these controllers.
That's why I didn't make anything.
It's using an axis. It uses the 3D axis that it has inside of it to do any of it.
I guess I was being too optimistic then.
So what do you think, ill skills, about how it looked and played?
Crap. Crap. Like absolutely crap.
I've seen Google Cardboard games better.
Here's my biggest problem. Like if we're gonna play a basketball game, like if it's a VR game, on anything, usually the controllers, you hold it with both hands. You kind of do the motion. You do what you gotta do. With this, it's like you get more of a workout holding the damn thing than actually trying to make the basket.
I just feel like the Lavo is really contradicting because the games are good for little kids, your two sons, but the build of it is not good for little kids. So I don't know where they were
where were we targeting here?
Yeah,
you target the right people with the wrong material.
My thing is because the reason why I ask all these questions is because sometimes I feel like maybe I'm the problem, because sometimes I feel like maybe I criticize Nintendo because when the Nintendo Switch came out, I called it a crap console. And then you read online, like the IGNs, the GameSpots, X, whatever. They're the greatest console ever, this, and that. Same thing with this bad boy. Prodigy will attest that I've seen him like 3 or 4 different links to 4 different companies that this is like the greatest thing since grilled cheese.
They couldn't afford the PlayStation VR. That's what it was.
No, but dude, you're talking about like one of them was CNET, a company that gets every single product before it even comes out. They get to test everything, even the big $1,000 big boy, like the HTC Vive Pros, and they're like, this is so great. What was it Prodigy said?
They said that it does VR magic. That was literally one of their titles.
Wah, wah.
And to me, I don't see it. the gameplay is lackluster. I don't think, to be honest, you know where the problem starts? The Switch itself. It can't run something that powerful. Like, even if you look at a simple game in PSVR, like the Shark Deep Down, it's just you standing there. They can't do that on the Switch. It's too much power. It's too much stuff to run. It's gonna destroy itself. That's why when they announced VR, even then I said it was gonna fail.
And
in
then,
my opinion,
and then we talk about, like, Riddle was saying that, oh, I played a game. There is no game. There is no we keep saying basketball game. It's just a basketball hoop, a basketball. You point at it, the ball comes to you. You aim, like, I want it left, right. Then you let go of the trigger, and it shoots for you, and it hits the rim and falls down. And
you don't even have background. Again. That's the worst part.
It doesn't even tell you the score, how many baskets you made.
There's no time trial to see how many you made. There's nothing.
The same thing with the baseball one. There's a baseball game, and it's a guy that pitches, and you have like a bat. You're holding the controller. Like, I'm an athlete. I don't know if you guys know this, but I would hold the bat. Like, in my brain, I would hold the bat, but in the game, the stick is like pointing the opposite direction. You're like, what the hell's happening here? So when they pitch the ball, you just swing your wrist a little bit. The ball hits like these blocks. I'm like, dude, you call this a baseball game? At least make a fence and let me hit the ball with the fence, and now I hit a home run.
Or at least tell me how long the ball went.
Yeah.
You know?
But, dude, and my thing is, going back to the whole thing, is like, these other companies sweat Nintendo so hard. And when PlayStation or HTC or Oculus makes a game, they're like, where are all my games? I want my 8-hour games, or where are my experiences? Where's this and that?
And then you
just crap it. But then the Switch makes like a basketball hoop and a thing, and it's called VR Magic. What the hell is this?
It's stupid. I hate the media. I hate how they portray so many things just because they favor it so hard.
Final verdict on it. On the scale from 1 to 10, I'll probably give that thing a solid 1.
It is
just because
honestly,
it reminds you of a Big Mac.
Just because it reminds me of a Big Mac.
And the only thing that gives it a run for anything better than a 1, like maybe a 2, is how the price point. That's really it. Yeah. But that's
like
because look what you're paying for.
Like my brother said, though, you could go to Amazon right now. The only ones that can't do it are Apple people, because Apple's, Apple. But if you have a Samsung, any Android thing, you go on Amazon, and for $20 you get a plastic one that you could put your phone in, and you could play 100 times better games for $20.
I got the Oculus for free, and I watch Netflix on that thing. I think it's fun. I feel like going to a little theater.
There's only one scenario where I would buy that. If I had kids, young kids, and I had the PSVR, and my kids wanted to play with it, and I didn't want them to, then I would get them the Lavo.
Here, play with the Big Mac. And the thing is, not just that. Like,
Happy Meal box.
So this, I don't understand how they didn't come up with a strap to hold it to your face.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you, what is that
you know what? That's my
just
biggest.
To hold the box.
That's my biggest
doesn't fall
problem.
apart.
That's my biggest problem.
There would never be a game that you could use both hands in.
Mm-mm.
There isn't.
Not separately. Nothing that's connected.
A third party has to come and make a thing that holds it in place. A third party, because Nintendo hasn't made one yet.
And when they do, they're going to charge you for it.
So all the games, you're holding it, and you're moving with the left arm or right arm, depending on the arm that you are dominant in. But like Il Skill says, your arm gets tired of holding this just to your face.
I mean, there can't be a strap. It'll break the cardboard.
Probably.
There's no foam protection to protect your face from this plastic that's on the bridge. Like, there's so many things, and no one says this. Everybody's like, oh, best thing ever, greatest thing.
It's because
don't waste your money.
Yeah,
Final verdict.
that's what we're telling you.
Yeah, just don't waste your money on it.
You want VR, time. Save your money and invest in a PlayStation VR
for the cheapest one.
And if you don't want to wait, just get an
Quest.
Oculus. Yeah,
or wait for the Quest. Exactly.
That's going to be the best. You want to start playing VR without having to have a PlayStation or a PC? Get the Quest. It has everything you need, all in one box. Put it on your face, start playing. That's it.
Exactly.
So one great game to another is this little great racing game called Dangerous Driving. I don't know about great.
You guys want me to walk out now or later?
So Dangerous Driving. Riddle, you love this game. Tell us why.
I played it. I didn't find the faults you guys found in it. I thought it was enjoyable.
How many racing games have you ever played before this one?
I played Mario Kart.
No, it doesn't count.
I think I played Cruisin' World for Nintendo 64.
Woo!
When she was like 8.
When she was like, yeah.
She doesn't even remember that.
And I drive a car in real life. So
Okay.
I have
And you know,
experience. I have experience.
She probably has more miles than all of us as far as driving.
True.
Because she drove from New York all the way to California, from California to Miami. Just a summary.
Yeah.
She's done more than that, but yeah.
I liked it. My first time I played, I came in first place.
And that's why you liked it.
Don't want to brag.
Me too. Relax. Me too.
But I liked it. I think the only thing, I mean, you can use turbo like the whole round.
I think you're supposed to use turbo the whole round. The second I let go of turbo, they passed me.
I think you build turbo as you slam cars. And I was slamming lots of cars.
You get turbo by doing dangerous things. Just by going on the opposite side of traffic, you start building up turbo, drifting,
that's what happened.
things like that. Yeah.
I was driving on the opposite side of the road the whole time.
YOLO.
Because that's what she does in real life.
The only, and usually, okay, so the different thing about this game is, you know when you braze a car, like in other games, like, it's fine, it's not like a disaster.
Paint exchange.
Yeah, this actually counts as a crash. It's like really sensitive.
You explode.
Yeah, it's really sensitive to crashes like that. It's like realistic.
Realistic.
Okay,
I don't know what car you got.
Let me rephrase
Prodigy,
that.
dog. You
It's
need to
more
turn your mic
realistic.
down, dog.
It's more
Oh, my bad.
realistic to the crashes compared to other racing games.
Yeah.
What? In what sense?
All right.
Because
I just explained it.
to me, this game seems like you got IEDs on the side of your car the whole damn
at
time.
the speed that you're going, when you hit something, yes, you lose control very fast. But I mean, not to the combustion.
Other games.
point.
I mean, other games you'll be going 90 miles an hour. You'll like bang into the back of a car and you're fine. Like they just swerve a little bit.
Yeah.
This game, you hit them at 90 an hour, like crash. It's
No, it's not crash. It's explode.
The other car explodes, but yours is fine, just like in real life.
No, it depends.
No.
It depends who's going faster.
No, yeah. So
There's
You liked it. That's okay. That's fine. You
Okay.
liked it.
the,
You know what?
the only thing I didn't like is that when you slam another car, like for points,
It changed your view to see the crash.
it changes your view. Like you see the cinematic of the car crashing, the other car crashing, and I don't know where I am, and I'm thrown back.
But when you're thrown back, did you ever notice that you're always right in the middle of the track?
I did not notice
They do that on purpose because
Reset button.
since you can see, and you can't see what's in front of you because they're showing you the cinematic, they're resetting you right in the middle of the track. So then when it comes back to you, you're in the middle and you can keep racing. But like let's say if you crash somebody in the fence, and when it comes back to you, you're not grinding the fence like where was I?
I rather not see the cinematic and just see like the points
Just
I
keep
got
going?
for it. Yeah.
I agree. Maybe there is a setting to shut that off.
Now, I'll tell you one thing. It felt very arcadey for me. Mind you, this is from somebody that's played like a lot of racing games. I'm not a big fan of it, but you know, my brother loves racing games, so I mean, he's always on Gran Turismo and all the Need for Speeds. I played buttload of the Need for Speeds, Burnout. It felt like they were trying to go towards the Burnout direction, but trying to avoid it at the
they
same
failed
time.
completely.
Yeah,
They failed completely.
I do see it kind of being, you know, maybe fun for some people. In a way, it's very easy to maneuver. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Like you barely have to
yeah,
hit the
you
brakes.
don't.
Yeah, when you hit the
And
brakes,
if you
it's
hit
almost
the
like hitting
brakes-
brakes. It's like e-brakes.
I could bash
But-
this game so hard, but
No,
you
but
guys keep talking.
Here's the thing. At least I'm trying to look at it from a non-biased, stand of view. Where I would play it if everybody wants to play and get on. I do see it being something fun where it doesn't take much skill to actually play this. Like it's not like we're gonna say, oh, let's go play Gran Turismo. You know,
And it takes like a half an hour to set up your car.
Yeah, I can't even play Gran Turismo. I'll tell you that much because I like speed. So I mean, I just kind of like the whole thing where it's easy to maneuver and just like driving, and crashing into people type of thing. I saw it there, but I mean, there's little things that I would say they can fix with. You know, like, at least that the cars take a little bit more damage. I will say. But yeah, it's an alright game. It's
Roger.
alright. I won't back.
What you got for me?
What do I got for you? I got plenty of problems with this game.
Oh boy, here we go.
I got plenty of problems just in the sense of, the way it looks, I think it's fine. You know, especially since you're going high speeds, you're not really going to be noticing a lot. What I don't like is the sound. Sound is a problem. They don't do good sound. The cinematics of the crashing aren't good. I don't like the way the cars look when they crash. How it's just so many physics and so many different things that they're so off on. Even though it's an arcade racer, I understand that's not supposed to be realistic. They can still do a much better job. They can do a much better job. Oh, man. Hey. I'll take it. But I'm sorry. For what you're paying for this game, it's definitely not worth your money.
That was kind of haterade.
Yeah.
It's not worth it at all.
Okay, so it's my turn now. So there's a couple of things that I do like about it. I like the fact that it's an easy pick up and play game. Like Illskill says, we could just turn it on, start playing, and it's you don't have to get into like the tires and the surface and this and
the traction, the
and
turbo.
It's just an easy arcade game. Okay, good. Is it a good Burnout game? No, it's not. It was supposed to be a Burnout successor. Like that was like the commercial for it. The makers of Burnout, they're coming back, and you're like, okay. So they made Burnout. They're probably gonna make it better. And this is what. No, it's not. I don't know if something you guys probably didn't notice that I was trying to explain to Riddle was the rubber banding. It's so bad in this game.
Yes, it is.
It is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
You said you got first place the first time you raced. You got first place. I got fourth place.
You gotta get your skills.
Why?
Racing.
I'll tell you why. I freaking used. First, I watched my son play, so I picked up on the game. I'm like, okay, I get it. So I'm there. Nitro, the whole track, did not crash at all. I'm crashing the cars. I'm like, okay, red car, boom, done. Red car again, okay, boom, red car done. I'm like, red car again, boom, done. I'm like, dude, how many times I gotta take out this red car? I get all the way to the end, and right before the end, a car that I crashed before was lying in the middle of the street, and I didn't see it, and I hit it. And then when it does the reset, 5 cars passed me, and I got to fourth place. I'm like, dude, I was leading the whole race, and all these cars kept rubber banding me and bringing them right next to me. I hate that. That's terrible game design. That is cheap. That is very old school. Like, come on, you have to do better than that. That should not happen nowadays. That's a trick they used to use back in the old time to make it kind of competitive, because if you're just destroying them, you're like, I don't want to play no more. So what they did is they cheated by. You ever notice that there's always one car that you're always trying to follow behind?
Yeah.
And then when you pass them, that was the trick. That car always was modded so it could be that computer wise. And I think that's an old trick that shouldn't be used now. So I that was something that completely turned me off in the game. And after that, I'm like, I'm good. Here, give it to my kids. You guys can play this arcade game. I'll play it every once in a while. I want to play a racing game, but I don't want to get into like lowering my shocks, getting certain pitch on my wheels and aerodynamics. But if I just want to race around, crash some cars, it's good for that. But if you want to get into driving, this is not your game.
What I wanted to ask you, I don't know if you know, Kuko, is that company from people that maybe branched off from Criterion?
Yes.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. It's probably the people that weren't good.
Oh, shots fired.
Man,
shots fired.
If Criterion did make this game, it would have been actually a very big disappointment. But since it's not them, that's okay.
Yeah, it's ex-developers.
Yeah, ex-developers. So. Makes sense.
But at least we can end it with a good note. So after this, we wanted to talk about Phoenix Wright, a game that came to the Nintendo 3DS. So this one is a remaster. They actually fixed the graphics, the resolution on it. They made it look really good. It's a new attorney, and basically you're a lawyer. You're working on these cases. You're trying to do all this forensics, trying to get evidence. So when you go to court, you can present this. And it's all dialogue based. It's a really, really fun game. It's really good. I loved it. The parts that I've played. And it's a trilogy, so it's 3 stories. So you have plenty of game to play. I highly recommend. If I know no one else played it in here, so if you guys get a chance and you're looking for a game to replace
Heavy
Rain, and you want a little story game where you can make choices and stuff. It's not gonna change the outcome. Don't think it's like Heavy Rain, the choices you make, but it's cool to help like you're helping these people, you know, that are accused for certain crimes, and you're helping them get exonerated and stuff. So it's really fun game.
It seems like a fun take on like being the judge or like the defense.
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
So
Yeah, I like these types of games where you have to solve
Mysteries.
mysteries.
Oh yeah, we could tell.
so you know these phone games where it's a crime and you gotta use like a little glass and find.
Yeah.
So they stole all that from this game. This game did it first, and then they're like, "That's a great idea. I'm gonna steal it and do it." So they innovated. They invented a lot of gameplay mechanics and stuff. So Phoenix Wright,
How much was this game?
$30. So basically $10 a game.
You paid $30 for this game?
It's 3 games.
It's 3 games. It's a trilogy.
$10
Okay,
a
I
game.
guess you're not gonna do it.
$30 for a way out, right, Riddle? Right, Riddle?
Yeah.
So our
Way,
GoFundMe
Way
right
Out
now.
is awesome too.
Yeah. Which
Which-
that's gonna be our launch for our series.
Yeah.
Which
That
is Did this
title in progress, right?
did it get approved by like the higher ups of
I am the
the
higher
studio?
up.
Oh. I am.
Okay, we'll speak about this after.
Silence!
But you guys laughed over it. Wait up.
Silence!
No, they heard it.
you!
That's just gonna happen to you, man. So
Oh.
yeah, no, but A Way Out is awesome. I was been begging my brother to play that game with me. I bought it just so him and I could sit down and stream it together. So I'm glad that from one lovely couple to another, you guys can work on.
Do you have
What
the
is it,
CD
Julie
version?
and Julie?
Do you have the CD version?
Of course not.
So close, Julian. So
Yeah, we're
close.
so close, Riddle.
You could take my PlayStation if you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was cool. So we want to thank everybody for watching. I don't know if anybody's got some closing remarks since
Yes,
we're lawyers.
guys, continue working on that giveaway that we're having for all the people that live here in Florida or near South Florida. Guys, remember to keep going on our page to keep checking in and keep doing your points, so that way you guys just have a better chance to win. Remember, you guys got 2 weeks left to do this.
You guys get to watch Avengers Endgame with us.
Opening week. Are you kidding me? That's awesome.
Not
And have
me. I'm
this-
in the giveaway.
Have this in mind. If you don't enter the contest to try to win those tickets are gonna go to Riddle's feet.
Yes.
She wants no one to win just so she could put her feet up on those chairs.
I try to enter in the contest so I can have more foot space.
So please, for the love of God, please help us fill in those seats with somebody
And
and not Riddle's feet.
Yeah, and share with all your friends if you want them to come with you so they can sign up and try.
And if you have a foot fetish, I will put my feet on you.
Oh,
That's
damn.
mighty weird.
Hey, that's a big incentive for the
bring
foot
some
fetish to sign
lotion.
up.
Bring some lotion, apparently. but please tell friends, family, tell everyone to please help us out. Sign up. It helps our numbers and helps us so we can get into E3, Gamescom, all those beautiful things. Also, check us out on all the podcast services around the world. We're on Spotify. You name it, we're on all those things. Riddle, you got anything for the Game Broskis out there?
No.
Nice
doesn't-
talk.
Oh,
Good
just
talk.
keep a lookout for my Prodigy and I's streaming next
Wow,
week
she was about to claim ownership.
for Way Out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely this week we'll have a
Yes.
little announcement. We'll let you guys know.
All right. Ill.
If it's your first time watching, remember, subscribe, follow, hit the notification bell. Also, big thumbs up, please. Also, follow us on Instagram, Discord, everywhere else, Facebook, Twitter, name it, we're there.
Yeah. Thank you, Prodigy. You're done.
Yeah.
You plugged in your
that was
little
my
show.
Yep.
All right, cool. So, like we always say, live in your world, but play in ours. Game Bros. Peace.
Deuces.
Bye, bros.